Hello again, friends and loyal Wolfpack members. Chaos here with the mighty Ducky, and welcome back to Zero to Hero, the series where we go from space crap-out pilot to hopefully one day God amongst the stars. Now, last episode was the first in the new series of Zero to Hero, where Ducky started from scratch in her trusty Sidewinder in special effect paint job. And we did ask whether Ducky should get a makeover or not. And by the overwhelming majority of these votes, Ducky did indeed get a makeover. 75% of the votes were in favour of her Space Khaleesi look, which is exactly what we've gone for. So, feast your eyes, this is Commander Ducky for Season 4. But anyways, since we are here in the Dahan 3 Metalworks, we're going to have a look, see if we can find a few missions. Because we've already got over 250,000 credits already. And I really cannot remember a time when money was this easy to get before. Now, here we go. We've got something for delivering materials. We could go and attempt to shoot up some pirates. The problem is I don't have a frameshift drive interdictor. I don't know if these places have got resource extraction sites, so we're just going to stick with delivery missions for the moment. Now this is 33,000, well basically 34,000 credits, all but the kicking and screaming. But we're going to go and do it. Now it isn't far out to this next system. I say it's not far out, we've got to do a couple of jumps in order to get there. But it's still better than not knowing whether we're going to be able to kill off all the targets we need in a given time. So let's get on our way and deliver these 3 tons. Now I do believe one of the mission rewards we're going to be getting, I think is either cargo or it is materials. I think it's cargo. So again, we're going to be having more materials, well, more credits after selling this cargo. So that's what we're going to go and do. Now by the end of this episode, I do want to have upgraded Ducky to a new ship. I'm not entirely convinced which one I want to go for yet though. And now, because we've jumped into the system, our target system, and don't know where we're technically supposed to be going, I am going to be targeting this, the nav beacon. We'll drop in and we'll scan it to get the system map. Well, we got an update for the mission, but until we find the place where we're supposed to be delivering it, it's going to be a bit difficult. So what we need to do is, like I said, just target this, look at it, so we scan it, there we go. Now we've got system data, and that will tell us exactly where we need to go, because it's a planetary outpost. A planetary settlement even. If this was in one of the orbital stations, then we wouldn't have needed to do this, but it was a planetary settlement, so we do indeed need to. The question, however, is what is this? Time bonus. Okay, we'll get an optional reward of an extra 12,500 if we deliver it in less than 8 minutes. Alright, okay, well let's see if we can do this. We should be able to, it shouldn't be a huge problem. It's less than 200 light seconds away. The main issue is getting down onto the planet, and I'll be honest, I have no issues with planetary landings at all. In fact, I've got a couple of tricks which I use to make this extremely quick and easy. The main issue is not getting impatient and smashing into the planet. And also preferably paying attention to how fast you're going. Thankfully, you can hear that in the engines. If you start to go too fast, they will start to sound higher pitch, so you can just pull back on those if you've not been paying attention visually, at least. Now the question is, which side of the planet do we need to be on? Is it on the side that we are currently approaching from, or is it going to be on the opposing hemisphere? We won't know until we get a little bit closer. When the target semicircle is filled or complete as it is, that would indicate that it was potentially on the side that we are currently coming from. And so far, it looks as though that is indeed the case. We are approaching from the right side. If it was on the opposing side, it would be a dotted line, not a filled line. So we'll come in. We won't go straight head down towards it. We have to come in at an angle. And in fact, we need to pull back a touch so as we don't speed in too fast. Yeah, it sounds like we are going to be just fine. So I can throttle back up again until we hit the drop point, which it should be any second now. There we are. What this will allow us to do is just glide down and aim towards the settlement. Now I like to keep this as steep of an angle as possible, above 60. So about 55 I like to aim for, because what that means is when we drop out of glide, usually means we're close enough 9 times out of 10 to be able to instantly request docking. Not this time though, because this place is in a bit of a crater. But we have got our docking port, which is right there. Although I do think we need to approach from this side potentially. Yes, it looks like that, because you can see the flight controllers, or well, you can see the blast shield on one side, which is the side we're approaching from. Now thankfully this planet's only 0.12 Gs. If I remember, I'll put up a arrow showing you where this is, where I'm seeing this information. And there we go. We're docked. So let's hand in this mission and hopefully get the additional payout. Here we go. Deliver 33,000. So we ended up getting 46. Yeah, we did in fact get the additional thing. Oh, what's this? Welcome, Commander. If you wish to learn more, you may visit one of the other mentors at Freeport in that system. Okay, Sticks. Boyle Terminal. Alright, okay. We're in Sticks, so we may as well go to Boyle Terminal. And we've been promoted to Peddler, which is quite nice. Just means that we're ever so slightly closer to Elite, although quite a ways, really. So, here we go. We've got a bunch of boom delivery data here, so we could pick up... Oh, look at this. There's quite a few going to Dahan, quite a few going to Ibutis. We could stack up on as many of these as we could actually keep hold of. We've also got engage these guys in Eridan systems, kill 4 pirates. 4 pirates is not a big problem at all. We do have other ones like wing missions for 36 pirates, and that's for just shy of 1 million, which again would be very nice. I'm pretty sure we've got some better missions knocking about. Look at this, even more courier delivery missions. I'm not worried about each of them individually. Again, the wing mission. And I haven't asked, am I going to be doing wing missions in this series? I will be, just not to begin with. We're going to wait until Ducky gets to a decent level by herself. Because otherwise it'll be more like 0 to let's help Ducky get high as fast as humanly possible. I don't like doing that. Yeah, so quite a few missions that we covered. Oh, that's a nice little paid one there. 4 pirates again in the Eridan system. Oh, 2 separate factions for the same thing. That might be an idea to go and do, actually. If it's only 4 pirates... Let's have a look. So, open galaxy map. Let's have a look in the Eridan system. Do we have... No, it's going to have to be in the nav beacon, more than likely. You know what? Let's give it a go. It's 4 pirates. And then we had another one up here, I believe. It might have been this one. Destination Ibutis. There was one for Eridan. Bacillus Primus. Eridan. Here we go. Oh, 100,000 credits. Oh, I'm not going to turn that one down. Another 4 pirates. We'll accept that one. Now, what I'm curious about is because this counts. This is for 2 different factions. Are they both going to count together, or are they going to count separately? So that I'm curious about. In fact, actually, since we're here, I need to refuel, don't I? I do indeed. Let's go into the advanced maintenance and just shore up the ship integrity. There we go. Anyway, how can we jump straight over to Erenin? I don't believe we can. Because I don't really want... There we go. That's going to be 2 jumps over through Ibutus. Alright, okay, fine. The fire groups are fine as well. It's not like we have very many fire groups to worry about, but we are in a virtually entirely stock Sidewinder. The only part on this ship that isn't stock is the additional 2-ton cargo rack I put on board. Oh, I fitted. We got rid of the basic discovery scanner and put on the cargo rack, so we have 4 tons of cargo. Whoop-de-doo. But yeah, let's go and grab these missions. I mean, another another 100,000 credits, which will be very nice. We're also going to get the bounties off the pirates that we're going to be killing. So overall, it's going to be quite a nice little boost to our capital. And considering if we die, we only pay 50 credits right now, and that's literally just because of the cargo rack. If I hadn't actually fitted that cargo rack, we would probably have a rebuy of 0, which would be awesome. But that is not what we're going to be doing. My goal today is to get into a different ship, although as I said, I'm still not entirely convinced which one I want to go for. What I'm thinking, in fact, actually, whilst we're here, we've got Azaban City, we've got Nav Beacon. We'll drop into the Nav Beacon and see if we can find our targets in there. Hopefully that's going to be the case and it's on the opposing side of the star. But what I'm thinking is Ducky wouldn't mind getting into a Cobra right now. I mean, right now we can actually afford a Cobra, at least a stock Cobra. Now, why am I thinking this ship? Well, it's because the Cobra itself is one of the earliest really good multi-purpose ships. The Sidewinder is the very first multi-purpose ship, and it's not particularly good at anything. The Cobra is kind of the same. It's not particularly good at anything, but it's bloody fast. And that's about it. It's got a good jump range and it's bloody fast. So you can explore in it, you can trade in it because it's got some good sized internals. And it's more survivable and has more weapons, but it doesn't really specialise anywhere. It's basically just good at everything. Alright, we want to find wanted smallish targets. We don't want to shoot at anything that is not wanted. Okay, this Viper may be one thing we're looking for. Although I'd imagine we'd most likely be looking for Cobras. I don't particularly want... He's wanted, but I'm pretty sure he is not what I'm looking for. I need to be winged with this guy. Now we've got some more data. Awesome, what we get? Inconsistent shield socket analysis. Alright, fine. So the question is, we've got to destroy mob of Erenin pirates. Who are these guys then? Erwin Industrial. Okay. So we need to find specifically a different faction in here. And that's an Alliance Enforcer, so he's not going to be our target, definitely. Please don't be you. Please don't be you. Oh, thank you. Here we go. We've got another ship here. Looks like he may be winged up. Oh no, he's Alliance Enforcer again. Yeah, they're all going to be Alliance Enforcers. The problem I've got is I don't have... Yeah, they're all Edward Mahon. You know what might be an idea? Let's get out into Super Cruise. Let's see if we can get anybody to come and interdict us. Because does it say anywhere specific around here? It just says collect from Headley Relay, just in the Erenin system. We're in the Erenin system. But I don't see anybody that we will be able to shoot at. I mean, we might want to go and swap out the cargo rack for a frameshift drive interdictor, that might actually be a good idea. And we don't really want to be targeting big ships like this, even though this is our mission target. Oh boy. Now the question remains is, do we have anywhere... Oh, we've got unidentified signal sources. Let's try this out. We're instantly ready for a safe disengage. And what do we got? Oh, salvaged alloys. Huh. Wow. Alright, okay. I wasn't expecting to see this lot. You know what? We'll scoop a couple, just because we're already here. I'm not going to scoop all of them. I'm going to scan a couple, scoop a couple even, and then we're going to head out because it's going to take too long otherwise. Let's go for the chemical storage units. Oh right, yeah, this was a bad idea. We need some better shields. Yep. So, yeah. So it looks like they're going to be coming after us anyway, but my idea right now is let's head to Azaban City and let's pick up a different ship. Potentially. Because we've got enough money to buy a new ship and we can probably do something, do a lot better than what we currently can in this one. Because I have to say that that rather sad display there just goes to show how poor of a ship the Sidewinder is as soon as you upgrade it to anything even slightly more scary. So yeah, there's that. So like I said, we'll drop into Azaban City. We'll see if we can find ourselves a better ship. Hopefully this one, this station is going to have a decent shipyard. And potentially allow us to upgrade a little bit. I mean, we could go for a Viper to start with, just to do this combat mission. But then again, we'll be losing money when we trade it out. But a Viper is a much better combat ship than the Cobra. In fact, it's infinitely better. Just because it's got better shield, it's more manoeuvrable, and it does boost... actually, no, it cruises fast. It doesn't boost quite as fast. So, the speeds is kind of comparable. Though overall for combat I much prefer a Viper. So yeah, you know what, we'll grab ourselves a Viper for now and then hopefully upgrade to a Cobra fairly soon. Oh, and we're actually in Alliance space as is, so that's actually quite nice. Considering that Ducky is an Alliance pilot now. She was reborn from the Empire into the Alliance. And hopefully we're going to be seeing some more Alliance ships in the near future. Because we got the Chieftain. But when I very first heard about all the Q updates, I was thinking that we were going to be having more Alliance ships in Q1. But obviously I'd misunderstood. But then again, look at this. We just got my favourite pad. Pad 42. It's the meaning of the universe, life and everything. Right, let's have a look at the shipyard. What have we got? They've obviously got Sidewinders, they've got an Eagle, and a Hauler. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have to go for an Eagle for now. We could jump elsewhere and look for a Viper. Well, according to EDDB, it seems that we can find ourselves a Viper over here in Chango Dock. So let's go and do that. Just because I don't want to do even more steps around than I really need to. I'd rather find the ship I want, buy it, and be done with it. Not have to keep chopping and changing what I'm getting. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to want to upgrade some things on the Viper after we get it, because this is just painful. I'm so used to A-rated ships being able to boost as and when I want. This is just, oh wow. You get a real kind of sense of how tough it must be for a non-player in this universe, the ones that can't rank up or get as many credits as fast as we can. Life must be terrible for them. No wonder they keep getting shot down in droves by the players. Well, like I said, the main reason we're going for this particular the Viper as opposed to anything else is the Viper is a much more combat focused ship. It's got a terrible jump range for its size. In fact, it's better than it used to be. Originally, before the Viper was upgraded, because I'd say upgraded, it was buffed. What they did is they reduced its hull weight, Frontier did, so that it was more manoeuvrable, could jump further, and was faster. Originally, when you first bought it, it had a jump range of 6.66 light years, which I thought was rather amusing. But now it has a better jump range of 7 point something, I believe. It's faster and more manoeuvrable, as well as having stronger shields equivalently than the Cobra. Despite the Cobra having class 4 shield generators and the Viper only having class 3s, the Viper shields are basically just way better equivalently. They're a lot stronger because the Viper's a smaller ship, and it's a dedicated combat ship, so it's built specifically for speed, manoeuvrability, and shield strength, as well as a bit of firepower. Cobra is a bit of a multi-role ship, as we've previously touched on. So that ship is great for trading, smuggling, exploring, a bit of combat. Although it's not quite as manoeuvrable as the Viper, I don't believe. But it does boost faster. But either way, I'm going to go get our hands on a Viper for now, and then pretty soon we're going to upgrade to a much more multi-role style ship. I mean, we could get a Cobra right now, but I'd rather have the money to upgrade a Cobra, because the stock Cobra is way worse than the stock Viper. And here we go. Where is the entrance? It is that direction. Now, oh, again, we've got landing pad 42, my favourite pad. I do like it when we get this consecutively. But, yes, what we're going to do is we're going to have to go and store a few items off this ship, because we're going to swap them over to the Viper. Yep, we're going to be careful, don't worry. I don't fancy getting any fines at this point in the game. Oh look, an agricultural station. Very nice. Oh yeah, with pad 42. Here we go. So we can see all the hydroponics and everything there. They're kind of cool. I'm overcompensating too much with my drift because I'm not paying attention to where I am. Here we go. Let's dock, let's refuel, and first things first, before we go into the shipyard, we're going to go into outfitting. Because like I said, I want to store a few items off this ship. It's not really going to be anything too spectacular. We're basically just going to store a couple of cargo racks and some pulse lasers, and that's about it. Just because they'll prove useful later. So what we want is stored modules. We might as well store multiple because we're here. All the hard points and optional tunnels. We will get the vehicle hangar and the cargo racks, because I forgot about the vehicle hangar, but that's going to be proved to be a nice one to keep. So let's store these, and then we're going to go and buy our new ship. So shipyard, what have we got? Show us what's behind door number 1, an Eagle, a Hauler, an Adder, a Viper Mark III, which is what we're here for, or a Cobra Mark IV. No, I am not touching the Cobra Mark IV. That thing is an absolutely terrible ship. I don't know if everybody's still got access, how many people got access to this thing now, but that thing is just terrible. Either way, like I said, look at this. We could try and sell, like do an exchange thing and sell the ship that the Sidewinder that we're currently in. We're not going to get anything for it because it's just a free one, so we might as well just keep it. We might have a good use for it later, because I sometimes like using them as taxis. And here we go. We are now in our brand new ship. Let's paint it up at least first. Here we go. We are going to go for... No, not ship name. We're going to go for paint job first. We're going to go for the orange copperhead. I do like that paint job. Ship name. We are going to go for the Quacky Chan. Nameplate 1. Let's have a look. There we go. Quacky Cham with a little star on it. I do like those. Now the question is, front decal, what do we have? We have Mahon, which is the Alliance, so let's put that on. Actually, you know what? Let's change this one. Let's change this one to the Wolves of Jonai. We'll keep that one there, and then we'll have Mahon on either side, just because it's Alliance. Because I don't believe we have anything else that is even remotely Alliance currently, so yeah, we'll stick with that one. So look at that, we're an Alliance duck. That's what we are today. Now, question is, do I have? No, I don't. I didn't think I did, but oh well. Weapon detailing, we'll stick with white, because I do enjoy those, and white on that one. And then get our little co-pilot in there. I don't know why I'm going back into there. I don't need to go there. I need to go into outfitting. This is where we need to go. So, optional tunnels. We've got a class 2, which is empty. So, we'll transfer our planetary vehicle hangar in. So that we've still got our SRV. We've got our discovery scanner. We've got a military compartment as well. Let's... Because I get a little bit anal here. I do prefer to have my shield generators on the top. Let's see. Basic discovery scanner. We don't need that. So browse shop. Let's go for... do we have what we need here? Frameshift drive interdictors. We do. We've got the cheapest, nastiest one possible. So we'll go for that. That's going to allow us to interdict our targets. We're also going to go for, hopefully... Oh no, we've only got hull reinforcement packages we can fit. Alright, fine, fine. Do we have any fuel scoops? We do, but it's absolutely terrible. It's the worst fuel scoop possible. Okay, right. Now, let's see, can we upgrade our shield generator? We can go to a buy-weave, actually, and we have more than sufficient amounts for that. So let's actually buy the buy-weave. Because a buy-weave differs from normal shields because, A, well, the main thing is purple and not blue, but it also regenerates faster. It's not quite as strong, but it comes up faster. So that's good. We've got a decent shield on there. The rest of it is kind of neither here nor there. Hard points, let's bring in, transfer our alone gimbaled pulse lasers. Now these don't cost us anything, which is why I have staved them. There we go. And into these ones, we can sell these. But we can put something slightly better in here. We've got burst lasers, pulse lasers. Oh. Alright, fine. We've only got beams and pulses. We've got class 1 multi-cannons. But let's go with the class 1 pulses. 35,000. We've got enough. We'll pick these up. So we're nothing but a laser build. We're probably not going to do all that well, considering that this is going to be absolutely murdering our power distributor. Although it does mean that we don't have to rearm. And speaking of power distributor, do we have enough to upgrade this slightly? Let's have a look. Power distributor, let's have a look. We can go to a 3D. Technically we don't have enough insurance, but we can get a loan to cover it. So it's not going to be the worst of problems. Plus, we're right at the beginning of the game, so it's not like it's a huge issue. Now the question I've got is, do we have enough power to run this? Let's see. Sorting out my... There we go. It looks like we should be okay. We'll have to test it when we are in real space. So let's do that now. We'll go and see if this will allow us to deploy our weapons without shutting the ship down. Because that's not going to be ideal if we do that. But bear in mind, we've got a ever so slightly better power distributor, which is actually slightly lighter, which gives us a 6.5 light year jump range. And as you can see, we are indeed faster, but we we're not quite as manoeuvrable currently. Because we are using... We're way faster than our Sidewinder. So let's see. Come on, fingers crossed. Haha! It works! The only thing I need to do now is actually put the pulse lasers on. Aha! It works! Now let's wait until we're outside of the no fire zone. There we go. So let's see how this is the test now. How are our pulse lasers going to hold up? Yeah, we're not going to be able to sustain fire for any great length of time, but it should be sufficient. And with a 6.5 light year jump range, we should easily be able to jump back to Eranin. Yes, we can. And because we've got an interdictor, we can pick our targets a little bit more selectively. So let's do that. At the best, we've got to kill 4 targets. At worst, we've got to kill 8. We'll see how well this goes. Now, there's a Viper. Is that going to be something we want? Is that going to be one of our targets? It is a mission target, and it is also harmless. It is unfortunately pulling away from us, but it is the only target we've got currently in system. Although, it's slowing down and coming back, so I suspect this guy is going to try and interdict me. Yes, he is. Look at that. He's actually coming around, trying to get behind me and interdict me. So I'm going to pull in front of him, slow down, allow him to initiate the interdiction like that, and stay throttled down so that we submit. So here we go. Oh, yeah, okay. As you can see, our power distributor is not amazing. But let's target his power plant. Try and get as much damage on this guy as humanly possible. And hopefully soon, we're going to be able to upgrade this power distributor. Because right now, unless we allow ourselves to charge up, we don't get much damage done. There we go. That's 1 down. The question I've got now is, did this count towards any of these guys? There's number 1 on that one, and is it 1 on this one? It is. It actually counts to both because they are from a different faction. Now, whether this counts as technically being a little bit exploity, I don't know. I don't like to think it does. But you know what? I'm not going to worry about grabbing the materials just yet. Because I want to be able to have either collect Olympic controls or just be able to manoeuvre faster and better. So getting some better thrusters would be it'd just make this task so much easier. Here we go, another target. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Eagle. Eagles are great targets in the ship. Yes, they're more manoeuvrable than we are. But they are way, way less sturdy.
Incoming mission critical message.
Oh, we got a new critical message. Time bonus. Alright, okay. Are you going to try and interdict us as well? I don't think you are. You're going somewhere else. But we are catching them up, so we can interdict them. We just need to get a little bit closer. Oh wait, no, they're pulling away from us. But either way, we're going to get close enough to them. Well, not exactly. It's not exactly a matter of distance, it's a matter of relative velocity. There we go. Oh no, he's already interdicting someone. Who's he interdicting? He's interdicting that ASP scout. So what we're going to do is, yes, he's a mission target, but he's either going to win or fail that interdiction. If he wins, they'll drop out. And if he fails, he's going to drop out. Well, let's hover behind him, see what happens. Whichever happens, he's going to drop out like that. And there's a low wake, a low energy wake. Looks like he failed the interdiction. So he's going to be stuck in there for a little minute. So let's get around. Now that we're targeting this wake, we can drop in on his position. He's not going to be expecting us. If he, well, which is most likely he's an NPC. He's not been paying attention to the scanner. If we drop in, we should be able to spot him and blow him out the water before he can react. But yes, it says going too fast. That's fine. There he is. Come back here, you bloody hell! This thing is sluggish right now. Oh, technically we got a bounty because I forgot to wait. I forgot to wait for him to finish scanning. Oh well. It's not the end of the world. We can get rid of this fairly easily. Not that we necessarily need to. Oh, you'll pick my bones clean, will you? Sorry, I didn't even notice that. Well, what gets me is we knew he was wanted because we followed him in. We knew it was him. And yet we had to wait for the computer scanner to scan him again. Naturally, I didn't realise. So, yeah, that's my own fault. Here we go. We got a Cobra. That's a Cobra 4. Björn Lager. You're also a mission target. So does that mean that we're still on 2 on each of these? 2 and 2. Yeah, good. Well, we're coming up behind. There we go. So here we've actually got the interdiction. The name of the game is keep him centered, so that the center reticule is blue. That basically indicates the strongest tether between us and them. As soon as our blue progress bar hits maximum, we will pull them out. But as you can see now, let's target his power plant. It'll be quite easy to do, nice to do. If we manage to pop his power plant before anything else, he's going to be sorely crippled. Like that. The fact he's not firing back is kind of amusing, but then again, he is only a novice. And there we go. Again, I'm not going to worry about the materials right now. But these guys really don't feel like much of a challenge, but they are really low ranks. They probably don't know what the hell to do. And the question I've got is this actually pushing up my combat rank? It is. We're 22% harmless now. And we've only got one more to kill. And we don't want to shoot that guy because that's a police officer. Hopefully he's not going to be paying us much attention, considering that we are wanted for a couple of 100 credits. Now the question I've got is, where are we going to find an interstellar factor? Because interstellar factors are what we need in order to drop off basically remove our wanted status. Oh, we've got police anacondas and we've got a police anaconda out here, which I don't really want to go and tangle with. I'm hoping he's looking at me, but I'm hoping he's not. Oh, we got some interesting data there. Now, are you wanted? No, you're an Alliance Enforcer. Allied. Imperial Clipper. Where are you? You're dangerous. I'm not going anywhere near you. Not on this ship. Even though you are, even if you are a mission target, I am not touching you with a 10-foot cattle prod. Although it would be amusing to watch you dance. The Alliance Enforcer. What we need is one more mission target. Because he's dangerous. He's just going to blow us out the water. Right, this Orca. I seriously doubt you're going to be a mission target. And even if you are going to be an absolute nightmare to take down. Yeah, no, you're clean. Here we go. We've got an assault ship. Again, I don't want to touch it with a 10-foot cattle prod. This guy's not going to be wanted. He is dangerous as well. We've got Type 6. This is about as big as I'm happy to go currently. Especially since it's only got 2 small hard points and will probably be exceedingly easy to kill if it is in fact wanted. Which it isn't. So again, we just need to find... Oh, here we go. Come on. You be one of these pirates. I doubt it, seriously, because you're in a hole. No, didn't think so, but we are getting more data. So it is quite nice to get this anyway. Well, this guy's wanted, but he's the wrong faction. So again, we're still looking for this one faction that we want to kill. And I am not going after that clipper, no matter what anybody says. Because as we said, we don't actually have rebuy for this ship, although we can get a loan for that small amount. Which is not going to be the worst thing in the world to have happen. Right, here we go. We've got another Cobra 4, but this is most likely either going to be a bounty hunter, and I'm turning the wrong way. I thought he was the other direction. No, he's this way. This is either going to be a bounty hunter or a... Oh, he's not. Maybe. Mission target, yes! Let's try this. Let's pit the Mark III versus the Mark IV. We're both Vipers, just one is bigger and bulkier. The other one is faster and more manoeuvrable. And here we go. We've slotted him behind. We've tethered him with the frameshift drive interdictor. We are in the blue sweet spot. And we are going to be bringing this guy down. Come on. Come on. You know you want it. You want to submit. You want to go quietly in this to the sweet goodnight. Again, we're going to target the power plant. Let's try and slot on his tail and stay there. We'll get his shields down. There we go, that's his shields. Now we're doing permanent damage to the hull. But again, we desperately need a much better power distributor, if not for some multi-cannons, or even some missiles at this point in the game. No, I am not letting you get away. I don't want to let you open the distance. Then again, I don't need to close the distance all that much either. Come on, come on, come on. Regen, regen. Because whilst we can't fire the large one, the large pulses, if we're low on capacity. There we go, we got him. That should be both missions complete. It is. Awesome. Well, let's see. Anything interesting? Not massively. Let's head back to Sticks. Let's grab our... There we go. We'll grab our rewards, and then that is going to be awesome. And we're back on approach to Headley Relay. Now, we're going to try taking this a little bit steeper than we did last time. So, we're really flirting with that that range where we will just drop out of orbital cruise. We'll overheat if we go into the red as well. There we go, that did it. It allowed it so that we could request docking the second we dropped out. Oh, wait a second, no it didn't. Never mind. We have. I thought we already had, to be perfectly honest. But we were closer than we were last time. So that's good. And we got pad 1 to make up for it. And there we are. This is going to allow us to hand in our missions after I repair and refuel. I don't know why I need to repair. Did I get too hot or something? I don't think my shields went down at all. Anyway, regardless, mission board. Let's hand these in and up the amount, but basically up our capital right now, because we've got next to nothing. First of all, let's hand this in. We're going to go and choose the this one right here. There we go. And we got an additional reward for handing those in basically within time. So 72. Are we going to get this again with this one? Yes, we are. 85. Not bad. Not bad at all, I've got to say. Now, we have got an outfitting department here, but I'm curious as to whether or not it's actually going to be any good. Because in these starter systems, these the outfitters here are generally quite terrible. Let's find out and see if it's actually any good. If not, that's fine. I'm pretty sure I can find something else next episode. Anyway, hard points. Let's see what we've got. Oh yeah, I forget. We are currently wanted. These are hot weapons. That's what this means. These are now hot and they are wanted in another jurisdiction. So if we sell them, we are going to be experiencing some issues. Anyway, browse shop. We're not going to sell them anyway. We're going to store them. We've got Seeker missile racks. I'm really tempted to try these out. So let's actually do this. They're not going to be any good against larger vessels, but I really want to give them a go. Because, bang for buck, the missile racks do a decent amount of damage. So again, we're going to store these pulse lasers because we're going to use them at a later point. And there we go. That's 2 lovely missile racks on the front of our Viper. I don't know why the hell I was getting confused there. Core internals, what do we have in here? Do we have any thrusters? Come on, please tell me we have some 3 thrusters. We do. We've got 3 D thrusters. We go for 3 Cs, but I think the Ds might be slightly better because they're lighter. We'll also go for a power plant, 3D. There we go. So all our power problems are going to be a bit less of an issue now. Frame shift drive, let's derate this as well if we have the money. We do indeed. Let's just try and derate everything. Life support, again. Oh, we can't. We can C rate or we can A rate. We'll leave that as is for now. Distributor derated. Can we A rate you? Oh, we can only go to a 2A. We can't afford a 3A distributor, which is what we need. That's the next big thing I want. Sensors, have we got derated? No, we don't. And that's that. Okay. So, optional internals. Do we have a shield cell bank? No, potentially not. No, we don't. What can we put here, though, is the question. Cargo racks, decontamination limpets, docking computers, frameshift drive interdictors. What type we got? Just the standards. Alright, okay, fine. Not a huge amount. Repair limpets, fuel transfer limpets, shield generators. Yeah, I think we're good, actually. So I think that is going to be it for now. We've upgraded to a new ship. We've upgraded said ship. It's going to be a lot better than it was. And because we don't have 4 laser-based weapons, our distributor's not going to be taxed as hard. It's still going to be taxed pretty hard because the larger weapons we have are, in fact, the thermal weapons which draw more power. But we do have missiles, which are a lot of fun. I do enjoy missiles. But we'll see how practical they are. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I do hope you guys and girls have enjoyed it. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. You can also come and join our community on Facebook or Nora or even Discord. Links will be down in the video description. I've been Commander Chaos Wolf from Sci-Fi Gaming. You guys, as always, have been epic. I will see you soon, and until next time, keep flying and stay shiny.